It's time for Ghost and Goose Stitching! Hello the internet, it's Ghost here and welcome to episode 14 of Stitching Adventures, in which we're still working on the portfolio collection. This is the second dress, and as you can see we have the mood board up in the top corner. I'll probably put the mood board onto Instagram at some point when I post the whole collection after my interview and stuff. Because if you haven't been caught up, I have an interview for a course I might be taking next year, because I actually have to worry about these things now that I have a month or something. I have a month and a half left before I'm done with school for the year. Oops, I dropped something. And that's really fun to think about, but it also means I have to start thinking, oh dear, what am I actually going to do next year? And the answer is, I don't know, which is why I am probably focusing more on producing these videos. I mean, I didn't want to have to think about the fact that I just applied to the college I am doing this portfolio for, so I went to absolute town editing the first episode of season 2 of Ghost Goes Places, so make sure to go and check that out as well. We went to Yorkshire, we went to the Ghost Merchants, and is it worth the queue? Absolutely. If you have got this far in this video and you do like seeing me slowly putting together drawings of pretty dresses, make sure to like and subscribe, because there is one episode of this every single week where we make dresses, we sew, or we don't actually make dresses, we design dresses, we sew things very soon. We'll be starting on my prom outfit, give it about a month and a half. Yeah, it's a month and a half until we're going to be starting to make my prom outfit properly on here. What else can I say? We also do Minecraft. We're currently experimenting to see if I can take structures that pre-exist in Minecraft, so your butcher houses in villages, put them into a different and an entirely random block palette and see whether or not it looks half decent. And so far, we've had some relative success. We've only done 2. One of them kind of didn't come out how I intended because deep slate is a really awkward block to use if you want it to be your lightest tone, because it is very much in the middle of grey. It just kind of exists and doesn't really work that well. Now, I could talk to you about what's going on the screen, but I have explained how I draw organza many times before, so if you go back a couple of episodes, I talk about it. So we're not going to go into depth about it now. At some point, we're going to bring back the Hunger Games dresses. I mean, realistically, should that be something that happens sooner, completely finish a series? Absolutely. Am I going to? Absolutely not. And then one of the things that we do in these drawings is we always give them a hairstyle. And I usually do the hairstyle based off of whatever I sketched in my sketchbook. I think I did do space buns for this one because I then decided I'm going to add chains onto this dress, and it's going to have beads hanging off. I hate drawing beads and stuff, especially when I want to do them with highlights, and chains are the worst thing to draw. I need to get a brush for sketchbook that just is a chain to make my life easier for these things, or I just need to stop drawing chains. I mean, that would be the simple answer, wouldn't it? But yeah, I decided to put more annoying things on this dress, having done annoying things on the last dress, which you can go check out in last week's episode. It was entirely gold and had loads of leaves on, which I almost ended up drawing all of them by hand. Now, what you can see me doing here is I like doing gold work, so I decided we're going to add gold work at the top of it, and then we're going to add it onto the skirt, and I didn't want to draw all of this out by hand, so I ended up duplicating the layer and just kind of trying to stitch it together the best that I could. It's not perfect, it doesn't have to be perfect. It works. That's all that matters. It also sits a bit too close to the hem of the skirt on one of the parts, but I don't care enough about that to go and fix it. I also then added little bits of shading and stuff, make it look nice. Added hair accessories. Obviously, I don't think if I ever made this collection, I obviously probably wouldn't make the hair. Actually, I would have to, wouldn't I, if I was to display it or something. The odds of me making hair accessories if I made one of the outfits as a one-off is the ones that they are in the design is very slim, because if you have seen clips of me, particularly when I have a mask on, because they're the only clips of me you will ever see on the internet, you won't see my face on the internet in its entirety. I cut all my hair off in October of 2021. Not all of it, but most of it, considering it was like down past my shoulders and fairly thick. I just went, we're cutting it all off. Best decision I've ever made, I must say, even though I now can't get hat pins. That'll be one thing I'm going to regret about it for the rest of my life. Actually, I could just get a hat pin and stick it in a hat anyways. Welcome to the channel if you're new around here. We chat about random things. I tend to just talk at my screen. The microphone's at the side of my face, which is not where it's meant to be. I'm meant to talk into the microphone. I don't know if you'll detect any auditory change, but I just moved face towards it. However, I prefer staring at my screen. As you can see, I then just decided to completely redo all of the beads on this dress and went from there. Anyways, we're coming towards the end of this episode. Hope you had a good day, the internet. I've got Law and Order Organised Crime to go and watch, if I'm being honest. Goodbye. There'll be another video soon. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. UK time. Bye.